The woman who married a ghost. In a quiet village surrounded by palm trees and endless fields of yam, there lived a young woman named Efua. She was known far and wide for her beauty, skin smooth like polished ebony, eyes bright as the morning star, and a smile that lit up the darkest hearts. Many young men came to her father's compound with gifts, yams, palm wine, fine cloth, and beads. But Efua always turned them away. "No," she would say gently. "He is not the one." Her family worried. "Efua, do you plan to reject every suitor in the land? Will you stay unmarried forever?" But Efua wanted nothing less than perfection. She dreamed of a man tall, handsome, strong, and charming. A man who seemed crafted by the gods themselves. She prayed to the ancestors for such a husband, unaware that spirits too sometimes listen. One market day, as Efua carried her calabash of palm oil, she noticed a stranger leaning against a palm tree. He was unlike anyone she had ever seen. His skin glowed as though touched by the sun. His teeth gleamed white as ivory, and his voice was deep and sweet like a songbird at dawn. He bowed politely and said, "Efua, daughter of this land, I have come for you." The village buzzed. Who was this man? From where had he come? No one seemed to know. Yet, his charm and generosity silenced every question. He brought Efua's family baskets of gold dust, cloths woven in distant lands, and strings of coral beads. Her parents were overjoyed, and even her heart, usually so guarded, melted like butter in the sun. Within days, she agreed to marry him. The drums beat, the women sang, and the people danced until their feet ached. Efua thought she had finally found her perfect husband. But the stranger insisted they must leave the village immediately after the wedding. "Come with me to my home," he whispered. "There, you will find treasures beyond imagination." Though reluctant to leave her family, Efua followed. Together, they journeyed into the forest, deeper and deeper, further than she had ever dared to go. At first, everything seemed magical. Birds sang above, and the trees swayed as though welcoming her. But then, things began to change. As they walked, Efua noticed something strange. A finger slipped from his hand and fell into the leaves. She gasped, but when she looked up, he smiled as if nothing had happened. Soon, a whole arm dropped, then a leg, then pieces of flesh, until only a skull remained, grinning at her. Efua screamed in terror, but it was too late. The skull dragged her into the spirit world, where hundreds of other skulls danced around fires, their empty sockets glowing red. They mocked her foolishness. "Beauty blinded you," they laughed. "Now you belong to us." Efua wept bitterly. She thought of her family, her village, and the men she had rejected. All she had wanted was perfection, but she had been deceived by illusions. What Efua did not know was that her brother, suspicious of the stranger, had followed from a distance. When he saw her vanish into the land of spirits, he called upon the charms given to him by an old diviner. With courage, he stormed into the ghostly world, fought the spirits, and rescued his sister. When Efua returned to the village, she fell on her knees and thanked her brother. She had learned the painful truth: not everything that glitters is gold, and not every handsome face hides a noble heart. From that day on, she no longer sought perfection, but honesty, kindness, and character. And so, the tale spread through the land: beware of beauty without substance. Even the most handsome stranger may hide the face of a ghost. Subscribe for more videos. See you in the next video.